What up?
We're back on Sick of Talk. What are we listening to today, Keith?
We're going to listen to Blind Justice by Agnostic Front.
I will say Agnostic Front, it probably goes back as far as any band for me, but it was the later Epitaph stuff.
Yeah.
I think Upstart Riot Riot was on Epitaph, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because I think they had those Punkorama discographies or compilations.
Yeah, they've been sprinkled through everything, like all different eras.
So I think that's like what the first one I can remember is writing difficulties. The first one I can remember, I don't know, I think Police State was on. Giuliani, fuck you. Giuliani, fuck, was on Punkorama.
Let's look it up.
Which was the Epitaph comp, right?
Let's see.
And then I remember seeing Agnostic Front, like when I first started really regularly going to shows in Boston, because I grew up in Maine, and then I moved to New Hampshire. It was much easier. It might have been that one. No, I think it was the one after that. Punkorama 3.
Let's see.
I mean, I could just...
Gotta Go was on Punkorama 3.
Oh, so it was Gotta Go then. Okay. I don't know where...
Gotta go.
So that was probably my first exposure to that. But today we're going old school.
We're going old school because I'm a big nerd for New York hardcore, especially early shit. And I think this is the best, record, of New York.
This song's off our first record called Victim in Pain. The song's also called Victim in Pain.
But
from the live record, right?
Oh yeah, so I've been jamming that a lot lately. Before we even play this, a couple of us in Western Mass, we do this band called Ball of Destruction, where it's just us covering Ball of Destruction, which is essentially Agnostic Front with Young Freddie singing over it, and we sprinkle in a couple proper AF songs, and this is included.
So one time, me and my old roommate, known as the Captain, original Yellow Stitches member, founder of Yellow Stitches with me, his idea. But anyway, we actually started a band called Agnostic Front New Hampshire. And we played Agnostic Front songs.
That's it.
And it was pretty fun.
So we got to play together.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. But it was pretty fun talking to people about that, because they'd be like, oh, you're like a cover band? Like, no. We're Agnostic Front, New Hampshire.
We're just having to have the same
song. We played one time in Derry, New Hampshire. I think we did 3 or 4 songs. We did Victim in Pain, Friend or Foe. Can't remember what else. Blind Justice might have been one of them. I don't know.
See, I was gonna play the Victim in Pain version, but I kind of want to play the live CBGB version now. Which
but it's gonna sound like shit on that. Through my speakers into.
I don't know, man. I think. And I'm not the only one that thinks this.
I mean, it's what, a 1 minute...
Might be their best record, in terms of compiled of all the good songs, and it sounds phenomenal for a live record, in my opinion.
Well, we're just gonna listen to it because here it goes. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I did not sing intentionally because I knew I'd screw it up. There's just us. My justice, screw all of us. There's no justice, it's just us. We need justice for all of us.
If it was a live version, it would go right into...
oh, I see. Yeah, you get yourself a get-out-of-jail-free card there on that one. Something I remembered today as I was thinking about getting ready to do this. And I don't know that it was actually a reference to the song, but it's very possible that it was. I was watching Law and Order one time, and Ice-T actually, like, there was something said about justice, and his line was, "There's no justice, it's just us." On the show, and I was like, it had to be.
It had to be.
Had to be. I mean, he's got enough ties to the hardcore scene.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah, for that reference to have actually been because of that. I mean, never know, but
yeah, just, that's such a good song.
You take the lead on this one. We've been switching off who chooses songs, and this was Keith. So
this was my song. I've been on a heavy AF, mode lately. With the Ball Destruction just played, and we actually covered that song.
Oh, you've actually been playing out live?
We play like every 2 years. Like we started probably like, I don't know, 2017 or something. It was like a joke. We're like, yeah, we should just cover Ball Destruction.
But doesn't everything in hardcore start as a joke?
Honestly, yeah.
Most of the best things.
All the best things.
Yeah.
Ball Destruction is only a 6 minute EP. So we sprinkle in some other AF songs like Toxic Shock, and we did Blind Justice, and it's just, I feel like it incorporates so much as dope fast part, nice chorus, goes into a cool mosh part.
Yeah, something that would, second time bringing up Captain, but something that he would always say. I mean, he's not a musical guy, but he understands like what hardcore songs should be like very well, and something that he always would say in giving advice to people writing songs, 100 miles an hour brick wall. Don't need anything else. And that, I'm like, listen to how fast it's going. Now, it doesn't get into that chuggy, really slow brick wall because it was what? Fucking
80,
82, 81? Yeah. So, I mean, that wasn't really a thing. I mean, the closest thing would have been Bad Brains at the time. But yeah, but 84. It really does kind of, 84? Yeah. But still, I mean, nobody was doing, crossover hadn't really happened yet.
No.
I mean, Cro-Mags were lingering by that point, right? Or no, maybe 85, right?
Yeah, I think they were like the beginning stages.
But, I mean, at that point, the hardest mosh parts were still Bad Brains from the late 70s, right? Yeah. I mean, so...
New York couldn't believe that. They saw Bad Brains. It was just like... they changed the game.
Yeah, we wouldn't... I don't think you and I wouldn't be sitting here right now. That's one of those bands that just... It never happened without them, But back to Agnostic Front, I remember I was starting to say it, and then I accidentally played the song. And I remember first time I went to see them was at the Middle East with TSOL. Maybe the Casualties played. But anyway, I remember Vinny Stigma was running around, just talking to everybody, but he's just saying the same thing. 2 beers in hands, going, "I can drink beer. I was in the Bruisers." It's funny, another Ditch reference. We've already had a Ditch reference on this podcast, but I remember Ditch going, "Yeah, you wrote their best song," and then he goes, "I was in the Bruisers," and ran off. Stigma rules. I read his book recently.
I haven't. I can't be part of. We talked about on another episode. We talked about a book club, right?
Yeah. You don't read?
I don't read. I want to make a joke, but I don't want to
do it.
I was gonna say my master never taught me how to read.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's too far, Keith. Too far. Push me too far.
Gotta fight back.
No, but
read. I'm uncancelable, so it's
fucking read. Yeah, no, you're allowed.
My problem is my attention span. Like I can't focus.
Yeah.
Like I'll just start thinking about other things or be on my phone and.
Dude, 10 minutes a day.
I listen to audio.
I mean, 10 pages a day.
Does that count?
Yeah, it 100% counts.
All right, so
I'm surprised that was not on audiobook yet. Now that I think about it.
I read sonically.
I'll tell you a great one. Have you listened to Jack Grisham's, I forget what it's called, An American Dream or something like that? It was on my reading list that I was just talking about. I forget the actual name of the American Disaster. I don't know. Jack Grisham from TSOL. No, it's funny because we were just talking about that show. Very, very good book. I was like surprised at like how violent his subsect of the punk world was in those days. Like I would have never thought TSOL was like something that I would consider like kind of thuggish. like the way he was talking. I mean, it was some fucking rough stories.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should read it.
It's very, very, very good. It was not what I was expecting from him at all. It's read by him. It sounds like him when he's singing in TSOL. But yeah, it's very good. But anyway, back to AF.
I could have picked pretty much any song off that record. You know, Victim in Pain is the, in my opinion, the blueprint. I know they had United Blood before this, but I feel like Victim in Pain is like, you know, what you show somebody.
For sure.
Or either that or like honestly the live.
I'm like looking through the list. It's like they're just all bangers.
I wanted to do Blind Justice because of the mosh part, kind of sing along part.
I think that's just such an iconic lyric to the No Justice, It's Just Us. It's just like, I mean, it's one of those things. We talked about it way back on Minor Threat. It was just like something that embodies the spirit of hardcore.
It really does.
Like, and you know, for better or worse, I think sometimes too.
I'm fired up just from hearing that song, so it did its job.
You know, so I mean, I think sometimes too, it's like getting that mentality of there's no justice, it's just us against the world. And sometimes you leave yourself a little too bitter.
Yeah,
maybe a little exposed to actually being a victim to things when you're like, you know, trying to get so far outside. But I mean, these were guys growing up, you know, when the Lower East Side of New York was
a war zone,
a dangerous place. I mean, this is one of those talking out of my ass scenarios. Yeah, it was a war zone. Thank you. I missed that. I'm glad you did the bada boop with the drums.
Different times.
But yeah, I mean, New York, Manhattan in general was not what it is today. And you know, I remember hearing a story, I think it was AF, it could have been another New York hardcore band, but talking about NoFX coming to town early on, and they had said, hey, you guys can come stay with us, and they drive their vans to some park, and all the guys from NoFX get out with all their stuff, and they're like, where are you guys going? Like, we're going in to wherever we're going? Like, no, we're staying in the park. You're staying with us in the park.
That's funny.
So I mean, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have that. No, there's no justice. There's just us mentality. It's not. I mean, I grew up rural Maine. A lot of hardcore kids are suburban kids now.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different world than what they were living in, so that it makes more sense. But I don't know. At my old age here, and I keep doing this over and over again. But I keep second guessing some of these mentalities, but they also got me through times in my life that I don't know that I would have gotten through.
I think it's awesome because it's just like expression, representation, and it's like, yeah, they lived in a rough fucking time, you know, and you can literally hear it in the music and the lyrics, and the energy. Like, I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Remember, I actually told that story already. I was just going to talk about the time that I asked Roger for a knife at Anchors Up. And he said, no, we just carry guns now. But I told that on the Sick of It All episode. The one that just was out.
Shout outs to Roger Merritt.
Yeah. I told all my Roger stories on that and my Agnostic Front stories. I only had that other Vinny. The lights stayed on in the last episode, didn't they?
Yeah. It doesn't want y'all to see me.
It's no. Yeah, you just disappear when those lights go out.
The only Roger story I have.
Nothing but teeth.
The only Roger story
I remember, I believe I made that joke about you on stage at Anchors Up one time. You were in the back, and you were the only one who laughed because people don't appreciate that stuff. Anyway, move away from racism real quick.
But I had a copy from, I don't know if I told this story before, but I have a copy of Victim in Pain that I bought from Welfare Records. It's OG, like a gatefold OG, and I got it for like $30-$40. It was crazy. My friend Jim D was really pissed because he was like, can't believe you got that before I did. So I wasn't sure if it was first or second press. I knew it was very, very like original, like one of the original presses. But when I looked on Discogs and looked up like the little subtle differences to differentiate them, it still didn't make any sense because it had qualities of both. So I just messaged him and was like, yo, I have this copy of Victim in Pain. I described it. I was like, is this first press or second press? Because I'm not sure. And he told me, he's like, it's second press. And I'm like,
that was a heavily bootlegged record too, if I remember right. It's kind of not much of a thing anymore, but I think there are a lot of bootleg versions.
Bootlegs and just a lot of presses. Like I think B9 pressed it.
B9 put it back out again, right? Yeah.
But the one I have is like legitimately OP or OG. I don't know because I don't have that version.
Yeah, I don't know that this is kind of shitty. Hey, everybody's making money off me now because of streaming, but I don't know that I ever actually owned any physical Agnostic Front. I was never a record collector. CDs I would just destroy. I mean, as soon as the iPod came out, I stopped owning.
If somebody has a copy original of United Blood, hit me up. I have Cause for Alarm, the crossover record, which I also love. I got an OG version of that. And I think that's about it in terms of AF records. That's like the last one that I own.
Cause for Alarm's Eliminator, the Eliminators on that. Yeah. There was Posse Numbers plus 04, I think.
Yep.
Agnostic Front headlined one of the days, and there was a DVD put out of that. Like it was like 2 songs of each band that played.
Yep.
And but I think they opened with the Eliminator, and somebody like lit off a pack of firecrackers, and it's like, I don't know, that is burned into my brain. That moment of like, just how good that riff is.
I love
like how intense that song is, and then the firecrackers going off.
Dude, I love that record. A lot of people that talk about crossover and like, obviously like Cro-Mags, Leeway, but I feel like not a lot of people talk about that Cause for Alarm record.
Yeah.
And if I were to do a band, which I might be doing another one, band number 1 million, go ahead, roast me for it. But I want to do a band that's heavily influenced by AF Cause for Alarm.
Well, Slapshot had Crossover Sucks, and
was he talking about?
He was not. He was talking about rapcore,
rap metal,
Limp Bizkit type shit.
Yeah, which is also big in hardcore right now.
True, but
how the times have changed.
Yeah, but I thought for years, because I never really listened to it, I never sat down and listened to the words of Crossover Sucks, and I was like, why does he hate DRI so much? What the fuck? And then I finally
heard the lyrics, and when he goes hip hop and hardcore,
that's so fucking gay. Yeah. We're quoting Choke. So funny how back in those days, when I first got into hardcore, like Jack Kelly is just a guy around the scene now, but he was not around. Slapshot didn't play. People I've talked to him maybe once or twice in my life. He probably doesn't know who I am, but we have a bunch of mutual friends and shit. He's just an actual part of the scene. He was a fucking, I don't know, an urban legend when I first started going to shows. It's fun. A lot of those guys were they weren't they weren't our peers, and they were almost fictional characters. It was seeing
first time I saw Slapshot was at Acres Up, believe it or not.
Very hot.
Yep.
I think that was right when the AC stopped working and never came back.
The hottest show I've ever been to. Hottest shows I've ever been to, Acres Up.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Hammer Bros last show, the worst.
Yeah. Yep.
The worst. It's funny, that I think that saved people's faces from getting broken, though.
Yeah.
For sure. I couldn't move.
Was that pre or post installation when they insulated, soundproofed, I mean?
Yeah, that was, I believe, after the soundproofing.
And yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, because then the heat there escalated.
Josh added soundproofing.
Yeah, then it got way hotter. I would say the Cold World show that was there post soundproofing was I think might be the hottest show I've ever.
I don't remember that one.
I had to keep leaving, and then they would play a song I want to hear again. Then I go back, and then I'm I can't do this anymore.
Somebody just sent me a photo of back from the drug test days of us. A big group photo was Walk All Night Records. That was Bob Mack's record label. Bob Mack's the guy who put on Posse Numbers Fest.
Yep.
And it's Drug Test, Cold World, Crime in Stereo, Blacklisted. There's a couple other. I wish I remembered who else. But I was just that's so kind of epic.
Yeah, that's.
I was I can't believe I was a part of all of those, around all those fucking great bands. The Crime in Stereo went on to be. Yeah, pretty fucking huge.
They've been. I think last year we played some reunion shows of theirs, or I don't know if they broke up and then just went on hiatus or something. But we played some shows with them last year, including one on Long Island. It was pretty cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, those we went down with Drug Test and played Killer Idols too. Killer Idols, Carmen Cero. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better
that's
lineup to be on Long Island.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The short song, probably short episode. Unless you got anything to add.
No, just that version, the live at CBGB's.
Let's play this live at CBGB's version. Why not?
All right, let's do it.
Oh, that's United Blood.
Oh,
but car's off again. Technical failure.
Am I not connected?
My car was off. It'll connect again in a second. I can edit here.
There we go.
This next song is dedicated to the NYPD who just have been having a lot of problems with. Dennis has something to say on this new album.
I sent a lot of songs out to the Haverhill PD at Anchors Up.
Fucking around this way.
This actually is better than the album version. That's funny. And it's just so good. So good. Like that. I mean, that makes me want to be at a show right now. And I don't ever want to be at a show lately.
I realized I missed a little bass thing. They go do 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 do. I didn't do that when we covered this, so I fucked up.
Gotta get on it. But that version actually is better. Other than the vocals are a little low.
Yeah.
But other than that, like
I think like
it's faster too. When I leaned over and looked.
Dude,
it's
so good.
Because I was checking the time, because I think, well, double check it later, but I want to say, even with the intro at the beginning of that, of him talking, that's less time. That's a shorter version than the other one, because they think they're playing it so much faster.
So, yeah, this one's 1minute, 22 seconds, I guess, if you count the talking. And then, wait, where am I going?
Let this be a lesson to all these young...
125.
Yeah, so even with the talking at the beginning,
yeah,
it's shorter because they're playing so much faster. But that's a lesson for all you young punks out there. Fucking play fast.
Play fast.
Play fast. Play your mosh parts slow, dude, but play fast.
I'm so inspired to do this new band that I shouldn't do, but I'm going to fucking do it. Fuck it.
I remember, and I'm going to fuck this up, but I remember Jim Death from Hammer Bros explaining it to me why Hammer Bros feels so heavy is because they have the very, very fast parts. They have the thrashy, metally fast parts, but those fast parts are also, I don't know if it's like a full octave higher than the mosh parts, or like they're higher. They are definitely higher. And it just makes it, when you have that transition from fast to slow, it makes that slow so much fucking heavier if you're playing as fast as you possibly fucking play.
Yeah, my good friend Will, drummer Restraining Order, and records and stuff, he always says that's where a lot of bands miss. Like, you could be heavy, but you gotta lead to it. You
can't just have mosh parts.
Yeah, when
it's like fucking without foreplay.
Yeah, like K-Breed's a perfect example. They're so good at that.
Lick my dick before I spin kick.
Wait, what is that?
I said it's like fucking without foreplay.
I thought you were quoting band lyrics.
No, but that's going on my next band song.
All right, we're both starting new bands.
I'm not starting bands. Keith can have that lyric. All right, well, that was Blind Justice.
2 versions.
Front, both versions. There's probably other versions.
There's many.
But we will see you on the next one.
Peace.